Identity, in addition to being simply a technical issue, also, of course, has significant business, policy, and legal implications. For example, now with new technologies like security assertion markup language and other dialects of XML, it's possible to have your identity be used many times through many different systems. These are called federations, and they allow wholly new business models and new types of interactions between consumers, suppliers, and consumers and other consumers. One of the programs the United States federal government has been promoting for some time is a way to allow consumers to use their home banking credential, your username and your password with your bank, to then also access a range of federal services, Social Security, Veterans Administration, many large-scale retail citizen-facing services. That's an example of what we call identity federation, and it shows how it is that organizations can collaborate and use the same technologies in the same standards with the same methods so that you can have a reduced number of logins and identifiers. In other words, a more integrated identity experience. These federations are also important because they have legal and policy implications. One of the legal implications of a federation is that the entities that are agreeing to share your information need to have some kind of governance, some kind of contract, some sort of method to define the rights and the obligations of each of the entities that will be playing some part in the user experience. So, for example, what happens when there's a dispute? How much of the infrastructure will have to be available, and more importantly perhaps, what are the governance structures by which decisions will be made across all of the relevant stakeholders?
A fundamental point is that laws, rules, conventions, operating practices increasingly are embedded in software. Our whole world now is a giant network of these rules that are embedded in software. That's not necessarily terrible. I mean, a great many advantages follow from that, and it's extremely efficient. But the downside of it is a lot of these rules are concealed down in the guts of the software and not available for criticism, not available for debate, not available even really to be changed. I mean, this is a clandestine way of exerting power that a lot of people are taking advantage of now. It's just program what you want into the rules and okay, suckers, deal with it. This is the way I'm making the world for you. And that's not an acceptable social condition.